Alright, my lovelies, so you will need 3 tubes of the Color Brilliance Ion in red. The reason I'm using Manic Panic is because my Sally's Beauty Supply only had 2 tubes of the Color Brilliance Ion. You'll need a 20 volume developer, some gloves, a brush to put the hair dye in, an old container to mix the dye in, something to cover the floor with, and then we're going to get into mixing everything together. I'm going to have all the measurements listed down below in my blog, so make sure you check that out. And yes, so in the end you want to make sure it's a smooth consistency like before, and you don't want any clumps and everything like that. You want to obviously make sure to comb through all of your extensions before you apply the hair color. When applying the dye, you want to make sure to saturate all the single strands of hair, so you're not left with random blonde pieces in your extensions. So you're going to want to start from the top and extend it all the way to the bottom like I'm doing here. It's very easy to do, but it is a little time consuming, so you have to keep that in mind. Once the first side is done, you want to flip it over to the other side and do the same exact thing, and you want to make sure to cover all of the blonde parts of the hair. As you can see, I missed a lot, which is fine. You're going to flip over all of the extensions and do the same process to all of the extensions. You don't have to comb through it. I was actually just testing to see if the color would distribute any better, and it really didn't. So you don't have to comb through it a second time, but just make sure to get all of the blonde covered. I'm sorry this part is a little bit out of the frame, but basically what I'm doing is massaging the hair color into the extensions and making sure all of the strands are saturated with the color, and then I'm going to set it aside and then start with another weft of hair until they are completely done. After you're done dyeing all the extensions, you just want to go through them one last time with any of the extra hair dye that is left, and just make sure to cover every single strand. The more the better, at least you know you won't miss any of the blonde pieces. And yes, that's what I'm doing here. Once that is done, I'm once again massaging the hair color into the extensions, making sure everything is covered with the hair dye, using up everything that I need, and then I'm going to set it aside and then leave it to saturate for about 40 to 45 minutes, and then we're going to wash it. Now time to wash the extensions. You're going to take one weft at a time and make sure to get all of the hair dye out. You want to keep running it through the water until the water is semi-clear. The reason I'm saying this is because the last extensions that I did, I actually didn't wash the hair dye like properly enough, and then I was left with the residue on the extensions after they dried and a really strong smell of the hair dye. So just make sure you get all of the hair dye out. I'm not going to be using any shampoo though. After you're done washing all of the extensions, you want to wring the excess water through and then add a conditioner to the extensions. And then this is just so the extensions stay moisturized and soft. And then you want to let those sit for a little bit. Now we're just washing the conditioner out of the hair. Once you're done with the washing, you just want to towel dry your hair and let the towel soak up any excess water, and then let the extensions air dry Here I actually let them air dry and then I styled it. I crimped the hair, and this is what you are left with. They match my hair completely. I'm actually going to add a clip of me wearing them at the end. And there you have it. And yes, I'm so graceful posing with the extensions in and the wind blowing in my face, but that's how they look. They match my hair exactly. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.